Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Full Throttle first episode live podcast. And with today, I wanted to introduce to you. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Full Throttle. Ben and Lala with Loco. So today we're going to just talk about life and motorcycles. I'd like for them to kind of begin by just telling your story. Like, you know, how long have you guys been together? How is your family dynamics? You know, how did you go from starting when you first met to your business where you guys are now?
Yeah, so we've been together for about 18 years now. We met back in the days I used to work in groceries markets, and she did as well. So I tell everybody we met in the melon section. So I was looking
That's
for
a good
melons,
story.
and I came across them on the farm before. So yeah, so that from there, you know, we started. You know, we lost track of each other, and kind of reunited a little bit later on down the road, and then yeah, later ready to go on.
What were you thinking? Like, how did it happen? Like, who approached who first?
He did.
Whoa, he was brave twice.
That's questionable, but
Right.
I'll never say that.
Yeah, and but yeah, he's glad I found him. You know, glad we found each other again, and we've been inseparable ever since. And so, yeah, I've been on 18 years now, and yeah,
We're definitely best friends first, you know, which helps. So yeah, we get along and we have a lot of fun, you know. And yeah, we get in trouble. Sometimes we go a little too far with the friend team, you know. But it works for us. Yeah, it works. So 18 years, yeah, that's a long time.
And you have, how many kids do you have?
three.
Three.
So we have 3 kids. Yeah, twins are 23, and then our 11-year-old. And the 11-year-old, she's been with the business since she was a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. So you started in what type of career or business, and how did you make the transition into doing what you do now?
So
We'll go with Lala first.
So-
Ladies first.
So he was a store director for the supermarkets, and then I was bookkeeper in supermarkets / supervisor, and we did that for a while. And when I met him, he always had this like talent, like this art. You know, he's really good at decorating. I don't know if I can say that. And so I always told him, you remind me of Martha Stewart, but in a guy version. But it's so true because he's so creative, and he's always wanted to pursue like that side of him. But you know, with the kids and you know working around the clock and with their sports and stuff, so it was a little bit challenging at that time. And then I just saw one day, you know what, just go for it, like just do it. And
yeah, I give her all the credit in the world, because a lot of people won't do that, you know, say quit your job and dive into it. There was multiple times where quit your job and go ahead and go to school. So I went to school for design, and then later on down the road, as business started rolling, it's like, go for it, quit your job and just do it full time.
Wow,
You know?
quit your job.
Yeah.
So how long were you at your job before you actually quit and went full time?
I mean, I was doing both for, I don't know, 5, 6 years, 7 years, I don't know. It was a while. It was a good while. It was a very, I gotta say, for a business, it was very organic and slow growth, like literally baby steps, you know. There was no internet really at the time when I first started, so it was just getting out there and grinding. You know, we're always out there every weekend. Sometimes Friday, Saturday, sometimes Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Wow.
you know, going to shows. And sometimes when I look back, I'm like, oh man, I'm 50 now, there's no way. Yeah, for every show I need a month off before I get to the next one. So, yeah, I give her a ton of credit for, you know, telling me.
Right.
Go for it, just do it.
You just had that insight in him that he can do it.
Yeah, big time. And look at him now. I mean, look at.
I always have to tell her, and she'll do that too. She'll say, you, I'm like, no, it's us.
I'm more like the financial part of like the company, like kind of in the background, like the backup dancer. I always say that. And but he's like the talent. Like he made all this, you know. Like,
Do you make your own designs?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do all of my own designing, computer. Again, it goes back to one of the benefits for us is I do all my own design work. So
Wow.
it's a lot easier,
Right.
you know.
And it also gives you that sentimental attachment to it too. Like, whoa, I did that.
oh
Like,
yeah.
how long does it take you to create just like one design? For example, this one here. How long did that? How much time did you put into that one?
It varies. I'm like my biggest critic, and there'll be times where I show her something and she's like, "Oh, do it, run it. You gotta run it." And then for me, after I'm designing, you're staring at it for hours and days. I'm like, you gotta step back and come back and look at it. And I'm almost always I'll find something that needs to be changed. It's just like, no, just do it. Run with it. It looks good. It looks great.
What about the kids? Do you ever get any of the kids' input? Like, hey, what do you think? Or do they have any interest in doing what you do?
My daughter, my oldest daughter, has interest. My son doesn't so much, but yeah, I'll ask them for their opinion. And they're blunt, so which is good, right? I want that. I want them to be completely honest. So yeah, they'll tell me like, "Nah, I'm not feeling it," or and they're tough on me, so I don't want that. So, yeah.
So when you were first starting, you were going out to events, because I know with the family, sometimes it's hard, you got to pack up their stuff. So, and I know you're from California. So back there you had family support where they could babysit for the kids, probably possibly when they were younger, correct?
Yes.
Like, so did you bring the kids along with you at shows, or did you have babysitters with them? How did the family dynamics with the kids fit into your schedules?
So with the bigger kids, yes, it was easier to leave them behind because they're a little bit older. But once the little one came around, Mama just did not want everybody away from her side. So she go with us to all the shows.
And I have plenty of sisters that could, look after her, being at the shows, but because I don't know, I have that attachment, like that mom where I just couldn't be without her. And so yeah, we had to bring her along and with her crib and all her.
Oh yeah,
all her days.
I always tell the story. We were in Lofton for the river run back in the days, and it's always
How long ago would you say that was? Like, how many years?
Well, she was 2, so 9 years ago that one.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, that particular one. Our first one was maybe about 11 years ago, 12 years ago. But that one was about 9 years ago. She was 2. So, taught as always, we brought out a little blow-up pool, brought out a bunch of water, filled it up, and she was in there just playing around.
her toys
Yeah.
in the back of the booth.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny.
Setup. I don't know if we had any videos or pictures, but we would have to look for those. But oh my gosh, when the customers would come through, like, what are you guys doing back there? Oh, it's our daughter. She's back there.
Yeah, one of our friends used to always tell us, he's like, I see your plan, I see what you're doing. You're using the babies to try to get sales. I'm like, believe me, that's not the intention. But if it helps, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn it down. But,
Yeah.
but I always talk about how, again, going back to especially that Lofton run, literally her with baby in one hand, running sales on the other hand.
Wow.
And then kind of me running a little wild sometimes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Try to keep me in
He
line.
would bench or he would like be at the booth, in front of the booth, and next thing you know, I look and he's gone. And I'm like, oh gosh, where did he go?
It happens.
Yeah, you bounce around. You tend to bounce around when you're out there at the shows, networking, talking to different people and vendors, and yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, I can see that.
Right.
Yeah, somebody offers you a drink, then
Yeah.
let's go.
Conversations lead to different places and
Oh, my gosh,
opportunities,
yes.
and
Yeah, absolutely. But we have a blast everywhere we go.
right.
We have a great time. Yeah, that's one thing I always say too. We're super blessed. We've gone to a lot of different places that we would probably never been to otherwise, and we've met a lot of super cool people out there. The vehicle community, the motorcycle world is awesome.
Right.
There's a
I
lot
agree
of
with you.
Really, really good people out there.
I do have to agree with you on that. So getting into that now. So you've been doing this now. Your brand has been around for how many years would you say?
Sorry. we started out in 2010, kind of getting into it. And then 2013, you gotta say that's where we.
Yeah, that's where we started
That's
local, the
what
brand
started.
local. And that's really what kind of helped us, move
Mhm.
forward, a lot faster.
And so at that time, were you writing at that time?
I wasn't.
Oh,
I wasn't
no,
for a
he
long
wasn't
time.
writing.
And
Okay.
they'd bust my balls sometimes when we were at shows, and I took it. It's okay. I got it. It's just the timing wasn't right. There was times where we had like rolling chassis in our house when we lived in LA. Parts that my dream was to put something together. It just never happened. Again, the timing wasn't right. And then after a little while, I just kind of became okay with it. Like when it's my turn, it's my turn. I'll do it. And it wasn't until we moved out here, and because then my goal became, we got to get a house. I want to get a house. So once we were able to move out here and get that place, then I was like, all right, now it's time. Now let's get that bike.
How did you feel about that, Lala? About
Yeah,
him writing?
I was ready for it because I, been with him all these years, and he's, been trying to put together a bike, or even, it was never completed, and to see him having to get rid of it for different
Pay bills
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was hard, because he's a hard worker, and I just was waiting for that to just become the day, and yeah, when we came out, like he really wasn't in a rush for it, which was fine, but that was something that definitely I wanted to happen for him. And yeah, sure enough, we came out here, and he was just kind of scrolling through, right?
Yeah, I'd be looking on OfferUp and Marketplace. And
where'd you find your bike at?
He was there out of Phoenix. Actually, Jude, our buddy Jude's the one that ran across it. And he's like, "Loco, is this the one you're looking for?" I'm like, "Oh, that's it."
Yeah.
What year is it?
It's
What
a
year?
05.
05?
05 Springer. And I was specific. I wanted a Springer. So yeah, there's not quite as many around. So yeah, once we landed on it, I came here, and again, super supportive. So do it. Go for it. Go pick it up. And I didn't know how to ride, so of course I needed my buddy to write it back for me.
Yeah.
So that's all,
Shout out to
green I
Jude.
was. Yeah.
Shout out to Jude. Great
Yeah.
job, Jude.
Yes.
He came through clutch on that one. Big
So,
time.
Lala, have you been on the back?
Oh
You
no,
right?
I
You won't?
wouldn't ever.
No. How did the kids feel about you writing? Does your family
Yep.
say anything? Are they
Oh,
scared? I know a lot of times
yeah.
family members have
Yeah.
that
Yes, they were all
hesitance.
scared.
Like, yeah.
And the one that I
don't
was
do
the most surprised about, that was very nervous for me, was my dad. And he's the one that rode, and he's kind of the one that fueled my passion for riding.
Mhm.
And he was the most nervous. But once I realized down the road, like, why he was so nervous, he was a wild man.
Mhm.
And so he was afraid that, I'd be the same way on the bike the way
Right.
he was. And so that's where, his fears came from. But yeah, no, my whole family was pretty nervous. The kids were too, the big kids.
Right.
So yeah, I don't think the little one shouldn't care too much at that point. So
That's a great story. I bet
Yeah.
not too many people know that story, but thank you for sharing. I really,
Yeah.
really appreciate it. Are we doing on time? Doing good? Okay. And so with that being said, so now you got into the riding. So what is the furthest that you rode on the motorcycle?
Well, we just came back from Sturgis.
Oh, you did Sturgis.
Oh, we did kind of cheat. We took a trailer. And then again, Jude and I, we both wanted to ride, but wanted to take the trailer just in case something happened. So we kind of took turns. He rode one day, I rode the next day, and then we got up there, and then the same thing coming back. We just took turns. So it's hard to really say.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, we've gone to Cali, back and forth a few times to LA, in El Paso, Tombstone, it's not too far, but yeah. But there's a lot of nice riding out here in Arizona. That's one thing I tell everybody.
Yeah.
You can pretty much just pick a direction and go. There's some beautiful areas out here.
So of all the events and places that you have visited, would you say that you have any favorites?
Yeah.
Yes?
yeah.
Let's hear yours, and
I
then
don't
we'll
know
hear
if I can say
Lala's.
that.
Uh-oh.
No, I do. I mean, I guess it's changed though too. I used to love Laughlin, obviously.
Oh, I used to love Laughlin too. That was a very well put together run.
Wasn't it?
Everything there in one place. Everything's in
Yes.
walking distance. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that
so
one
that
too.
one was
Giant
obviously
party.
awesome. And then that kind of went away. Reno Street Vibrations used to be like off the
Oh my
hook.
gosh.
Yeah, that was really, really good back in the days. That one kind of tapered off a little bit. But I guess I say right now, Chicano Pride Ride, Manny has it going on over there big
Yes,
time.
I do agree with you on
That one
that.
hits-
Colorado,
Yeah,
they do a great job on theirs.
that run hits different, seeing all the raza come together and
Yeah.
having a good time. Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah,
And
they
then
get
as far
over, from what I understand, I think they get over 3,000 to 4,000 bikes all
Yeah.
in one place.
It was
That's just
so-
amazing.
Over 4,000, right? This
It's just an experience. It really is an experience. If you haven't been out
Yeah.
there to the Chicano Pride Ride in Denver, Colorado, that is something you definitely want to check out. Even if you're not a rider, just to see the community and the people all just coming together for one purpose. The goal is to raise money, nonprofit, for scholarships for kids. It's a great feeling. It really is.
Yeah.
How about you, Lala? What is your favorite? Do you have a favorite place that you've visited while you guys have been out here doing this?
Gosh, I don't know.
There's so many.
There's so many. Yeah.
Lone Star
I know
Rally.
Lone Star Rally.
Have you been out to Daytona? Is it Florida?
Not yet.
Not yet. I haven't either. I hear
Yeah,
that's a
it's
pretty
on the
good
bucket
one.
list.
Yeah,
That's
mine
one.
too.
That's one we need to get to.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we bend or not, but at least we got to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, some of these shows we got to at least look at. Sturgis, obviously, we just rode up there, but we'll see in the future. Maybe we could bend there one time.
Yeah. Do you take your bike with you when you go and bend?
Since I've had it, no, I haven't really. It just hasn't worked out for one reason.
It's
or
hard,
another.
isn't it? I know when I do my stuff too, they're like, well, can you bring your bike? Well, but you also want me to bend? Like, so
Yeah.
which is it? It's hard doing both.
It is hard, and whether it's space in the trailer or
Yeah.
my bike's been down or getting upgrades or whatever it is, it just hasn't worked out. Other than for the Arizona Bike Week, I'd ride it back and forth. I was, a backyard now. So
Yeah, that's easy.
so we'll see. The next big one I think is Lone Star Rally, and I want to take it, but I don't know.
I hope we can, because it's already been, I don't know,
We've never brought it.
so many years, and we were supposed to bring it last year,
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh, we have to bring it this year. Like, we just have to.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make it work.
And it's a good problem, but as we continue growing, we have so much more merch now, and we've graded our trailer, but now as we upgrade, we're still filling up that new trailer.
Wow,
You
that's
know?
great. That's a
So
blessing.
It is a good
Yes.
problem, and I always tell her I don't want to sacrifice, bringing the bike, when I could actually bring merch
Right.
that we could sell,
That makes
So,
sense. Yeah,
we'll
for
see.
those of you listening and joining in, we do have the link to the Loco shop store. It should be there in the comments. As well as we also want to thank the Jamie Sparks Law Firm for sponsoring this first podcast. And we're going to have many more up and coming as we're sitting here listening to this wonderful story that Ben with Loco is opening up to us and sharing and hearing their story and their insights. What would you tell somebody starting their own business?
Do it. I encourage, anybody that wants to do it, do it. You can't, tippy toe into it though, really.
Mhm.
I mean, you could, it could start off as a side gig. It did for us, but at some point you gotta go after it, and we took a lot of steps backwards, financially, and we just recently were talking about it, like, you forget these things.
Yeah.
We were sleeping in the car. We went to Laughlin River one year because we paid for the booth. We didn't quite have the funds, or we didn't want to overstretch ourselves, so we just slept in the car at Laughlin River Run. So we had those moments where it was just we're grinding.
Right. Did you
So-
ever feel, Lala, at times you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I give up.
Not
No,
ever.
not ever.
Not
That's
ever.
great.
I believe in him. I at the time, because I saw that he has like multiple talents, and still to this day, I believe in him. So, and I'm here to the wheels fall off,
Till the wheels fall off. There you go.
Yeah, I tell you,
whether he likes it or
I
not.
give her so much credit because there's not a lot of people that would do that again.
Right.
Sleep in the car out there.
Supporter, and he was there for you, and you're there for each other, and you believed in him. And I think a lot of times, I think we all sometimes come up with ideas as to, what can I do to grow or improve myself, and how do I begin? And like you said, there's always that scary part where, can I do this? Am I capable of doing it? And it's always that risk or chance of just getting out there and just trying it. You just have to try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And either it's a learning experience, or you find ways to make it work. Or I always say, don't be afraid to ask people. You'd be surprised at what kind of response you get from those that have either been through it or that can possibly refer you to somebody.
Right.
It's just amazing, like how many people are out there willing to share information. You just got to ask.
Yeah. But no, I always encourage anybody that wants to do it to do it. Again, it's not always going to happen overnight. Although today with social media, things happen,
right.
A lot
Technology
faster.
is just amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. And even for us, it's taken us a long time to really start kind of getting on board with that technology. Like it was just flyers back in the days,
like old school.
Yeah. So it really, at a certain point, we're like, we have this tool in our hand, and we got to, it's free to use. We got to use it. And so now I'm, trying to get in there, and I've gotten a lot better, but I know I have a long ways to go, But yeah, no, definitely anybody out there that wants to do it, and don't stop. You can't stop though, because it's easy to get,
discouraged
and want to quit. But yeah, you just got to keep pushing.
So being in California, when you started vending out there, what areas would you vend at? Were you going to events, or were you going to a swap meet? Like, what kind of places were you guys out at?
Oh yeah, we were everywhere.
Everywhere?
We were everywhere.
Yeah, we were at the local swap meet. That's one thing that's good about, Southern California, or California in general. There's events every weekend, car shows, bike shows. So we were literally, again, if we wanted to, we could vend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every weekend if we wanted to. There's that many things going on, and, of good size too. So yeah, we were going to just about everything that, we could back then. And then again, slowly we had to kind of like go back, because it's
a lot.
tiring.
It's
tiring. A lot. As you know, it's a lot of work. People don't realize the work that goes into it. It's not only the work while you're there, but the preparation leading up to the event. People, and at that time I used to print my own shirts. So I'd be up like the whole week, leading up to, let's say, Laughlin River Run, printing. I'd go to work and come home and be printing late nights. Literally, like, we'd go to, let's say, River Run or Reno. If we had to leave at like 5 a.m, I finished printing like 4, right before we leave.
Right.
So no sleep,
So you had a press at home. Was it the ink kind, or was it the electronic press, or what
it was
kind
an
of press?
ink manual press.
Was it a one press machine, or 2 or 3?
First,
Oh, woo, that's a lot of work.
One color, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, while he was doing that, I was get off of work, get our kids, and then shoot to LA to go and pick up the screens, drop off the other screens to get the images printed on there, and his paint and the sprays, whatever he needed, and then come back home in that LA traffic. And next thing you know, it's the next day already. So
wow.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't miss is printing. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Yeah, and if you can find the right source, to do it, it helps a lot.
Yeah. Yes. That's good to know. What things would you or say that you have actually learned, and what actually has like pushed you to look back and say, wow, look at what we have done. Like, what kind of attributes would you say that have come into your life that have like accomplishments, I guess, so to speak?
And it's not, we don't necessarily think about it every day, but there'll be times where I'm outside watering the grass and I'm like, yeah, we bought a house, and it was basically all through the business, basically everything we own, our cars, the bikes, so every now and again there'll be reminders, and again, like we were just talking about it the other day about sleeping in the car, and I kind of forgot about that, and you get choked up a little bit. You're like, damn, we used to do that, like we really grinded like hard, you know, and we really like scrapped and, you know, started from the bottom. So yeah, pretty much every day, everything around us is, you know, is a reminder, you know, of
How far you've
we
come.
accomplished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and your accomplishments.
Yeah. And at the same time, I know for me, I always talk about, I think our ceiling still is, you know, we have that much more to go.
Right.
You know, we're definitely not done. And, you know, sometimes you got to kind of, I don't want to say reinvent yourself, but, you know, pivot and make changes along the way,
Mhm.
you know, as the scene changes. Obviously, there's a lot more people out doing it now, too. So, and I think that's good. You know, I always talk about, I know some people don't like competition. For me, I love it. I embrace it.
Yeah.
Because that sometimes that's what fuels you.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Look at this guy. This guy's, he's badass. You know,
Yeah.
I got to get on my game because these guys are going to pass me up, you know?
Yeah.
So things like that, I think competition's good. It's friendly competition. It's not, you know, me against you or nothing like
Right.
that.
Right.
But it's more like a way to fuel myself to
Exactly.
do better and keep
Yes.
pushing. Like I
Yeah.
said, get on that social media, start posting.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
that's sometimes time consuming.
Yes.
It's like, you know, you work all day or something, and sometimes it's even the younger generation. It's like, how do you do this or how do you do that? So do your kids get involved with any part of that?
The little one.
The little one,
social media
yeah.
or technology.
She's super good with it. And I try to like, here you go, you want to help take it over, but she doesn't have that, you know, the drive to do it yet. And that's fine. I don't want to push it until she's ready, you know, if she becomes ready.
Right.
But definitely I've come to her for help with just using social media. She knows,
Yeah.
you know, the phone like the back of her hand. So
Oh,
yeah, no, they're real good with it. But yeah, hopefully down the road, you know, one of them, I think my older daughter too has an interest, you know, but I'm just waiting for them to like make the move. I don't want to try to like force it on them.
Yeah.
You know, when they're ready and they want to jump in, you know,
Yeah.
let's talk about it. Let's see what we could do. But we need help too, you know.
Yeah.
I'm getting older. It's not easy being out there sometimes.
So who does your packaging and mailing of your merchandise?
That'll
You
be
do?
me, yeah.
Do you do it from home?
Do it from home.
Wow.
Yeah. Do it all.
As you get orders. Once again,
Yeah.
the Loco shop link, it should be there in the comments. So feel free to. And it's funny when they came in today, I did share with you earlier. So this shirt here that I'm wearing, this is my favorite lounging shirt. Like I wear it almost every day, all day long. Like I'll wash, of course I wash it. I'll take it off and wash it, of course. But yeah, this is my favorite, most comfortable shirt. I mean, people that have come to my house know and have seen me in it. Like I just lounge in this thing like all day long. So today I was like, you know what? It's perfect. I might as well just keep it on. I've been wearing it all day. But yeah, I do have to say that your merchandise is just top notch.
Oh,
like,
thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I remember when I first met you, gosh, I want to say
Yes.
back in like 2017, I
Was
believe.
it Hollister?
Yes, it was Hollister. You're right. It was Hollister. No, wait, I think it might have been before then. I want to say it might have been the La Raza run out of San Diego and LA.
Oh,
So
okay.
I want to
Okay.
say, so I think it was before Hollister. I want to say maybe 2016 even
Yeah.
then, I think. And I remember meeting you guys then and then seeing your little one when she was just a baby, and now to see your growth, like, and to see all your designs that you've come out with and the shop shirts, you know, and the caps and just how your whole setup is, you know, like I learned from you, you know, to me, you're like a
thank you.
pioneer. So I just look and see, you know, wow, you know, you guys are smart about it. You work smarter, not harder, because there's two of you doing it and you've been out there doing it, grinding. And your whole setup, I do have to say, it's like, I like going in there because it's like, you actually do feel like you're actually in there shopping. I'm like, wow, you guys, your whole setup, you know what works.
Yeah.
You know, I
You know.
lose sleep.
Really?
I lose sleep on that. I
Oh, yeah.
tell them at home before we go to a show, like how we're gonna place things. You know, like when they give us our booth, where we're gonna set up, what corners we're gonna have, and what.
So it
people
changes,
wear.
the design's
Oh,
not
yeah.
always the same?
The
setup, the tables,
Right.
how you have them, the shelving.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
that. That's
it's-
interesting.
It's never the same.
It depends on like, you know, the booth size, or maybe if we have an open end, or, you know, and we're always trying to evolve, make it easier and better.
It flows. It really does flow. Because when you go in, you literally feel like you're at a store shopping.
Oh,
the way
cool.
you have things handy for people to look at, and
nice.
you know, it really is. It really is a nice setup.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, that really is her. And then going back to the shipping too, she does it all, and I hate shipping. It's like a pain in the butt. I did it in the very, very beginning a little bit, and it just like blew my mind. And so when she said, "I'll do that," oh my goodness, thank goodness.
Wow.
And yeah, she'll be in there for hours, banging it out. Come Christmas time, she's like,
I love it.
she's slammed.
I love it. I'm just into it, and I can be there and just listening either to a podcast, my music.
How often do you ship? So do you wait till you get like 10 orders, or do you do it like as soon as you get that email, you got an order, do you package it and ship it right there and then?
I package it and ship it right there and then. There's times where maybe I'd be out of town, but
And she loses sleep when she's out of town.
I'm like, yeah, so it's gotten a little bit heavier online versus when we go to shows. And so they're coming in, and I'm in California and, visiting, and I'm like, I just, and I'm listening. I'm talking to my sisters, and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm getting orders. and they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So, so I start stressing out, and I'm like, okay, I got to get back home because I got to ship, because that's my number one priority. Is like, I
Get
want
customers or orders.
Yes. Once they're ordered, I want them out. And when they message with the size, like if they got the wrong size or however, I want to be able to hurry up and, reply back and let them know that, okay, I exchanged it. You got that coming out to you, so it's just, I'm a customer service.
Right.
I'm huge on that. And that's where we worked in the stores for so dang long that
It's like,
it's just,
it's in us.
It's grinded in
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
already.
like we'll take care of the customers, like pretty much no questions asked. I mean, if they shoot an email, something's wrong or mix up, I mean, pretty much no problem. We'll get it out. We'll get it out.
right.
Yeah, because we know things happen, you know.
Right.
So
We're only human.
yeah. But no, she does really good at the shipping and the customer service thing. She'll come to me after, somebody writes a good message, and which is often, like, oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Your customer service, blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, comes over gloating a little bit. I'm like, oh.
And then it's got his name, right? Thank you, Ben. And
Oh, yeah. They'll say, thank you,
I'm Ben
bro.
today.
Yeah, they'll be like,
thank you, bro. And I'm like, you're welcome.
So, because I know there's ways of doing it where you could actually, because I know I mail my stuff too. I weigh it and mail it and everything from my house as well. And it's time consuming. So, and I know sometimes you could do it where you can put it like in your own like box or call for a pickup, and sometimes they'll pick it up from your house, or do you drive it to the post office?
Oh, I take it.
You take it to the post office? I do the same.
I want to make sure that it's checked in and it gets to my customers. That's my priority.
Right.
Yeah, and then so for a little while we're having problems at one post
Location.
office, which is the closest one to us. And so she started driving like, I don't know, 20 minutes
Yeah.
to a different
To
location.
the nearest.
So I was like, but again, that's her. You couldn't tell her no. She wanted to make sure it got to the customers. There was no issues. So she drive further, to different locations to make sure it got to them.
Do you keep track of all your designs? Like, what number design are you on right now?
Who knows? I have no idea.
You don't keep track of it?
I don't. I have no clue. And sometimes people, like, oh, I have this one, or even her, she'll tell me, like, oh, what about this one?
I
And
keep track.
I have to see it. I'm like, how do I remember it? Because we're constantly changing them out. And even if it's, we'll have a design, we'll pull it maybe in a year, and then bring it back, a couple years later.
Sometimes 6 months.
Yeah.
Or however, depending on, and I know that's where I come in, because I know what moves at the shows and at home, online. And so I'll let him know to pull it.
How do you keep track of that? Like, what is your number one seller, or what's your top seller or most popular seller? How do you keep track of that? Just basic on the numbers?
Yeah, numbers.
It can be online, but like you'll see it when something's flying off the shelf, it flies off the shelf.
Yeah, especially when we get back home, because I'm the one who does the inventory, and I'm the one who puts he unloads everything, and I put everything away because I have OCD. And so I'm like, don't touch anything. So I have everything in its place, and you can just see like what's empty, what on the racks, and pretty much it just makes it.
Yeah, it works out too because she's definitely a little more technical numbers. She wants to put in the inventory, and like I said, I'm over here telling you like, oh, I could tell it's selling fast. You know, just looking. That's how I look, and she's more like, oh, she can see the numbers. She's the one actually shipping the orders too, so she knows what's going.
Yeah, those numbers have to be accurate, so I know which ones are moving faster than the others, and so if the others are not moving as quickly at shows and online, then we'll talk about it and we'll remove it, have that removed earlier than our normal time. And then funny thing is that he names all of our shirts.
Oh, you name them?
Yeah, I mean, just the way.
He has names on all of them. So
What is this one called?
This one's called the
prison something.
local,
Prison art.
prison local,
Okay.
local prison whites. And I would tell him the name, and he's like, which one is that?
I'm getting old, Debbie.
And I'm like, how do you? I'm like, you're the one who names them. Like, how do you not know? So, and I go through all the names. Like, I know all the names, and I'll tell him by local style. Which one is that one? And so I would have to show him, the design on, the widths or however. And he's like, oh yeah, that one. Okay, all right. So. But
What is this one called?
that one's Loca Checker.
Loca Checker. It's good
I
to
would have
know.
never known that.
How many women's designs would you say you have? Do you have a specific women's and men's, or
Okay,
Not
let me tell
really.
you. So we have very little in women.
very little in women?
Well, now it's actually expanded because I think I had to threaten his life, but man, the men's section it's huge, and like I feel like he gives like the women section like very little. So I said, we gotta like expand it a little bit more, because when we go to shows, oh my gosh, that's the first thing.
Women like to
women-
shop.
Yeah.
Women will buy.
and it's easier for us women because we can see, we can feel it
Right.
and try it on.
Yeah.
And so, but and I sometimes there's women there that were like, do you have this in a round neck? Do you have this in a V-neck? Women don't have it in front, which is fine because it's kind of hard to carry it all in round neck, V-neck.
Do you do V-necks?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
I don't think
we'll
I've
switch
ever
it up.
seen a V-neck.
Yeah, we switch it up.
V-neck, tank
V-neck,
tops.
round neck.
We just recently started carrying the
These
crop
are so
tops.
popular.
Crop
The
Oh,
crops.
yeah, I love them. Like
Oh,
I
me
said,
too.
they're so comfortable.
I
Yeah.
love, and then that's another thing too. We're very, very picky on our
Shirt quality?
Shirt quality.
Yeah.
Very picky. And so with the women's, we had to go through very little with the women because it was easier for me to tell which would be more relaxed fit for a women and something that doesn't shrink, So because we have to feel right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I got to defend myself real quick before you get a bunch of emails from women, because women kick my butt
I'm
at
good.
shows sometimes.
Yeah. Do you guys would you like anything to drink?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm okay, thank you.
And it's not that I don't want to create more women designs. It's for me, it's harder not being a female to design for.
Well, how about Lala? Have you ever designed one?
No, I just say yes or no. Yeah, looks great.
That's really all she'll give me, though.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
I don't have that.
That I
I don't. If you shoot numbers at me, I'll work with you.
It's true though. I can't get anything out of her. Like I'll
I
try to tell her.
try. I really try, but I can't do it. I just kind of don't have. That's not my talent.
Well, and I think what I like about yours is your brand is just so universal. Like you could wear like what you're wearing right now in a women's crop. Like it's
Right.
just because the brand name alone, it doesn't have to be like women specific. I mean, or feminine, I
Right.
guess, so to speak. So
Yeah.
you could literally wear, I feel like your brand name or design like on a women's shirt any day.
And that's what winds up happening a lot.
Thank you.
Is we'll make the men's design and then I'm like, well, this
It's-
would look good on the women's design.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
my easy
It
out.
makes it easier
know?
for him, and it does look badass. Like
Yeah.
he'll show me, and then there's times where I'm like, okay, remove that, and then let's see, how about you if you add that or move this here, and then he'll do the switching, and okay, and he'll look at it, and that looks better. But that's all I do. Like I don't give him anything. It's all him. It's all him.
Yeah.
Going back to my oldest daughter, again, has a little interest. So
She's a great artist.
Is she?
Yeah, she's a good artist too. So I'm hoping that we get a little bit more out of her soon. But in due time when they're ready.
What do you practice on, like an iPad at all, or do you use AI or
iPad sometimes, or strictly on Illustrator?
Illustrator?
Yeah, straight to the computer. Yeah. So and that's where I'm most comfortable with. So I could be on there all day. I used to be on there all night.
Yeah.
Coffee in one hand, beer on the other hand.
Oh,
I was like, people always ask me like, how'd you come up with your designs and your name? Coffee and beer. I was like, yeah.
Yep.
So what kind of merchandise do you have right now, like for sale in your shop, in your store? What do you guys carry?
We have a good variety now. So that's one thing I always wanted to do, was just expand outside of
Right.
just t-shirts.
T-shirts.
Right. So now we got obviously these shop shirts. We have them for men and women.
Yeah, those are really nice. The shop
I
shirts.
love these. These do really well. That shows it's good quality, and like I said, it's something you can wear, just
Right.
about anywhere. You're gonna dress it up or while you're riding. We just started carrying the flannels, which I'm super
that's
happy
good.
about.
That's
We've had those
exciting.
for a little less than a year now. So I'm super happy about those. Hats, license plate toppers. We've had socks at one point. Yeah, there's definitely things that we want to get into. Maybe like the sun hats, towels, things like that for the summer. Yeah, we want to continue growing and expanding.
There's
No
just
doubt.
so much. It's like it's
Yeah.
endless, right?
There is so
Yeah.
much out there. I mean, you could literally, put your brand on almost anything. Do you have
Yeah.
like keychains? I mean, just anything, glasses,
Yes.
to kitchen
Yes,
stuff.
like yours, like how you
Yes.
have that's so
Yeah.
so pretty. That and so sometimes they'll say, hey bro, like they'll tell him, and why don't you get this and why don't you get that, and it's cool and all, right? And a lot of people don't know is that it's like we're literally like it's just him
You
and I.
two.
Like we have nobody else, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody else behind us. So and we appreciate all the the feedback and all, but yeah, so we're trying to get to it, guys,
Yeah. At some point, we'll have to hire somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring on somebody, put somebody on payroll.
Maybe
Yeah.
one of the little ones. Hopefully,
Maybe
yeah.
the 11-year-old, yeah, soon.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff that we still want to do. Like I say, if we're here, I think our ceilings, we're only halfway there.
Right.
So we have a long ways to go.
That's great. I love your story. That's why I wanted to make a point to interview you, to hear more, let the public know what's out there. And once again, I'm Debbie with Full Throttle app. It's a new motorcycle app. You can see it there on your screen. Feel free to download it. The download link should be there in the comments. That app is nationwide. You can actually download it on Google Play or the Apple Store. It's going to have a lot of information on there. It's the first motorcycle app that has events. We're going to have a tribute to fallen riders. It's going to have the podcast on there exclusively. It's going to have events nationwide. I believe right now there's 13 states involved. There are going to be sponsorships available to advertise in there. What else am I missing? It's going to have resources to find a pinstriper or painter in any given state. It's going to have a magazine. We're going to have virtual bike shows coming up. So get in there and download that app. And we're going to have push notifications to tell you what's going on in your selective state or gender, whether it be female, male. So it's going to be a great app and resource for people to actually know what's going on instead of having to look on social media and figure out the different states as to what's going on. It's all going to be there all in one place. That is our goal. So once again, my name is Debbie, and we want to say thank you to the Jamie Sparks Law Firm for sponsoring our first episode. We're really excited what the Full Throttle app is going to give the community and just people out there in general. And once again, I'm here with Lala and Ben with Loco. And with that being said, we wanted to just check to see, are there any comments out there, Mike, right now? Is there anybody out there that wants to ask any questions of Ben and Lala while we have them on here?
I know you got Michelle saying hi, Deb, Lily and Ben looking good.
Oh,
Mo Rubio says hello, everybody. CC says hi, guys.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay.
But, and then there's all.
So I guess we'll open this up right now for kind of a Q&A. If anybody's out there wants to ask Ben and Lala any questions or myself any questions, feel free to drop some comments there in the comments, or questions, should I say. And we'll be more than happy to try and answer them the best we can. But it's nice sitting here and hearing your story. Like, you guys are such an inspiration, you know, to what you guys have been doing, to see a husband and wife out there grinding. I know it's work. You know, I've been around, I've seen what you, oh, we only got 10 minutes left. See how it goes so fast.
yeah.
So with that being said, is there anything that you want to add or talk about? Like, who does the cooking in the house?
Both.
How about that? Both?
Both, but she does more, especially as of late. She's been, I think we have an unspoken competition about cooking, I feel like, lately. So she's been cooking a little bit more, and she's been crushing it too. So
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Yeah, it's just that adrenaline, you know, like it once, I don't know, it's something about, I don't know, he's like, aren't you tired? And I'm like, no, not yet.
Yeah.
I was just lost my train of thought. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys cater to fat folks?
You cater?
We carry mediums all the way up to 4X.
Oh, okay. What's the six tax on that?
The what?
Fat folks gotta pay more for 4X?
It's a little bit more. It's, what is it?
It's,
$2?
yeah.
$2 or
$2.
$3 on the 4X, I think.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, we honestly, we try to be really fair with our pricing.
Yeah,
you know?
that's another
And
thing.
just know that fat folks are just normal, that's normal.
Yeah. No, I'm, you know,
Yes,
I call myself a fat folk too, so.
yeah, okay, same here.
Yeah.
And I think that's because, and I don't know why that is, why merchandise companies actually charge more for those sizes. Like, how is that fair? Like, that shouldn't be, you know, fair, but they do charge more, because I've seen it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. We pay more for the shirts, you know, and we're just kind of passing that along. But yeah, no, we try to be fair about it. We're not trying to, you know,
Right.
say
Gouge anybody.
$5 more. Yeah, we've never been like that. You know, we really look at what we pay for it and try to be as fair as we can.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but yeah, it works for us.
Right on. That's great to hear. So how's Arizona been treating you versus California? Like, how do you like
I'll let
living
you go
here
first.
versus California? What are your thoughts?
It's hot.
It's hot.
I-
It's hot, hot, hot,
It's
hot.
hot, but I knew that coming in. And I don't, it's hard for me and hot don't get along. I'm a winter girl. And, but I gotta say, this year is gotta be the year that I feel like I somewhat adjusted. I don't get as crazy as I used to, and I don't complain as much. So far, yes.
How's
I
it been
love
for the
it.
kids? How's the adjustment been for the kids and family?
For our baby, it was a little tough in the beginning because our twins were in California at the time, and but our older daughter just moved this year,
Yeah, back out here with us.
so she's with
Oh,
us
that's
right now,
good.
and our son's still out there in California, and so she has her sister, so it's working out,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I love it out here.
and he
You love
loves it.
I do. I wish we would have done it.
Yeah,
I always tell it, the first time we came out for Bike Week, when we were set up there in
Westworld?
Westgate, yeah, at Westgate.
Oh, Westgate. Oh, yeah. When they used to have
That was-
bike night at Westgate. Oh,
Right.
I loved those bike nights. Those were
Right.
so much fun.
And ever
Okay.
since then,
Yeah.
I told her, man, I want to move out here. I like it out here. There's something about it. I didn't know what it was either. You know, people were really friendly. And every year we'd come back. What do you think? I really want to move out there. I kept telling her every year. And then I was really surprised. All of a sudden, I kind of started bugging her about it. And then I asked her, and she says, yeah, let's do it. I was really shocked. Yeah, it's tough for her. She has a lot of family.
All
I
my
have family
family's in
obviously
California.
too.
Oh,
His
Yeah.
family's like this. My family's like this.
Yeah, they're huge.
how
There's
often
a
do you go
bunch of-
back?
Oh, I go like a lot.
A lot.
She don't even want to admit.
Do you
how many
drive or
times.
fly?
I drive.
You drive?
Yeah.
What is it, a 5-6 hour?
5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah,
I drive. And again, it's that adrenaline because it's my family, and like the hours don't. I don't see the hours. You know, I just
You don't
get to
even
my
think, yeah.
destination and
That makes sense.
have a good time. And too, when both of our twins were out there, it was just we were back and forth for a little while. Him not so much.
Yeah, I feel back a little bit too, and everybody's told us that. Like, oh, you're going a lot right now. It'll slowly, kind of back a little bit. And as for me, not so much for her though. She still goes once a month, maybe twice a month. So whenever there's like a long weekend, I always, that's my first question: are you going to LA?
Yeah.
Like this weekend, are you going?
No,
No?
sadly not.
I'm surprised too.
And
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, sadly not. I'm gonna take a little break.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Rest. It's always good to rest.
Catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So what would you tell any new writers out there? I know you said you fairly new to the motorcycle actual writing. What would you say? What advice would you give them?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I'm still learning myself. So yeah. Again,
Because
you gotta
California has
do
a
it.
motorcycle law. Here we don't have one. But do you wear a helmet?
I do wear a helmet. Yeah, she
That's
makes
a
sure of it.
requirement.
Yeah.
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 And
Good.
now
That's good.
it's yeah, I don't even think of even when I was out in Sturgis, yeah, I'm still wearing it.
That's how I'll sell that bike.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but I think part of it too is, having been out in LA, just seeing everybody's always wearing the helmets,
Yeah.
Right.
it wasn't a bad thing, you know what I mean? So
It almost came natural. Like,
Yeah. yeah, so once I started riding, I threw it on and now
Yeah.
it's just a part of it.
I
you
do
know?
the same. I never used to wear one up until a couple years ago. I just seen too many accidents happening, and I thought, I'm just gonna start to be safe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
went.
yeah, I'll do my half helmet for local, and on the big runs I'll do the full face helmet. So yeah, it's not too bad. But I can't really say any advice other than just do it. Be consistent. Practice. I was super be safe.
Did you take the course, the riding
I
course?
did. I took the
Did you?
course. And I'm surprised how many people don't take the course
Right.
and don't even have license that ride out there. I'm really
And you
shocked.
learn a lot from that course.
You really, really
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I definitely recommend taking the course. It taught me a lot, And then just practice. Even parking lots. I'd go to Glendale Community College and just practice there in the parking lot by myself.
Mhm.
And it's funny too because I found like I was most comfortable, at least initially, is riding by myself. So there was a few times I'd take off alone, go to the lake. And people were like, hey, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell anybody? I'm
Were you
like,
worried about him? Like, where'd you go?
No, I trust him, because he knows like not to play, but but there has been times where like when he doesn't answer the message and like I just want to make because it's late and I just make sure like he's okay, like if he's pulled over or wherever, that's where I start.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah, and I like to drink, so that's definitely one thing I had to adjust, is when it comes to the bike, draw a hard line
Right.
in the sand.
I agree.
Yeah, have a couple if you want, and then, stop. Yeah, and I got to stay away from, I love tequila.
Oh.
I got to stay away from tequila when I'm riding because, that hits you whenever
Right.
it wants to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely, huge. Yeah, stay away from the booze.
All right. Do we have any comments on there? Is anybody asking any questions that we might want to answer? No, I think we covered a lot today. Like I said, we did have a conversation that this would flow, pretty freely and quickly. And by the time we know it, time comes around, it's like time to wrap up,
Yeah,
right?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
having us.
I
joining.
appreciate it.
I'm so glad that you were a part of this. I feel like it's going to be iconic. The Full Throttle motorcycle app, first of its kind, there in the comments. Please feel free to download the link and share it with your friends and family. And also, once again, thank you to our podcast sponsor, Jamie Sparks Law Firm. And once again, Loco, go shop Loco. The link is in the comments for shopping. And I'm sure he's gonna probably maybe come out with a holiday line. I know I saw a Christmas one
Yes.
a couple years ago. You think you got to come back out with that
yeah.
again and drop
Yeah.
some more
We'll try something
holiday
new for
stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
That's always fun designing things like that.
Thank you guys for joining me today. I
Well,
really
thank you.
sincerely appreciate you guys.
Thank you again,
Thank you.
Debbie. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Sponsorship opportunity with Full Throttle, a free app on the App Store and Google Play. Podcast, digital magazine, events, music, notifications, and more. Advertise your business with our push notifications. Banner sizes for all iPhones, Androids, and tablets. Each business gets their own homepage with content and hyperlinks to connect your business to our subscribers. Sponsorship monthly rate with a 1-year agreement. If you are ready to become